explaining made sense in our context, right? That I mean, a coach invites players for the senior national team.
Yeah.
It goes through evaluation process and all that.
Yeah.
But Kurt must know that in communication, not every truth must be told, because you are meeting the press to let them understand what you have done to project the image of Ghana football. I mean, where from all these side issues that I control Dreams FC, I control this and that. Ordinarily, if I own these clubs, I'm supposed to control referees, but I mean, my clubs are struggling. It is not necessary, because once you do that, you open the floodgate for people to come at you and for people to read meanings into it in the event that in future, Dreams FC, even when they benefit from a referee's mistake, people will link in this. And that's exactly what happened when the Black Stars invitation still started.
They were kind of had a simple phrase or simple expression for it. A drachim, a druchim, a druchi was and now
because Charlie,
I am very disappointed. No.
Is he really saying this?
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. I mean,
no.
Even if
it
it is true,
it's true, so he had to say it.
No, even if it is true, what I'm saying is that there are a lot of things. I mean, Kurt is putting an effort to develop Ghana football for me. I mean, he has been doing well, but he always misses the opportunity. I mean, that's what the partnership. I mean, what is doing the KGF and partnership that he has got on board.
Catch them young.
Exactly.
Very good.
I can count about 20
partners. The league is without
yes, I mean,
headlines.
So I mean, it cannot be perfect 100%. What I'm saying is that
that's the biggest brand.
Yes. We are. He's getting there. But what I'm saying is that there are a lot of things that he has done right. He should have used the platform to project instead of making an attempt to settle personal scores with somebody. Like the media has not been educating.
Okay, let's move on. Now let's listen to that part of where he was talking about the referees as well as the media and their own understanding of the laws of the game and why they have to learn. I didn't even say that.
Just like you, sometimes you go behind the console, if in terms of employee, it happens. I've been a journalist before. Sometimes when I'm invited to speak like this, and you start slowly, you open a bit before you come into your ranks. It happens. Split second, the referee has made a mistake. And because maybe it's a club that has big followers, it becomes a big story. Sometimes, because of emotions, I then made a mistake, but the decision didn't go in favor as expected. Hey, yeah, for again, Mr. Let's find the time and also learn. You see, in that penalty box, if you touch like this, referee can take a foul decision. A foul in the box. Let's say soft. In the law, there's nothing like soft and hard. So, those of you who know the law, go and check. What is the law? The one that gives the discharge power to the referee, 18. And then 18. Who's that minister? It's an all of us are.
We meet the person, we don't kind of emphasis also might meet the
president. Whether you support that decision or not, when there's a contact and the referee is a contact, it's a foul. And when it's a foul, strong kick. But it is a foul. Maybe it's against your club. What is the contact? It is a foul. Ghana, South Africa, Cape Coast. You all remember the battle between me and Danny Jordan. Okay. At the end, what was the ruling? Penalty. You can't not clear Ghana. Yes. Penalty. Foul. The referee was justified because there was contact. Regardless. That is the law. It is part of the plea. Look, the referees are human beings. I'm not saying we have a perfect insurance on the laws of the game. What is law 12? What is law 13? What is law 16? Will all of them be able to immediately tell me what the laws are? Or say yes? Or say yes? I say I'm sure. I doubt the answer you're giving me. Opa, I'm challenging you. Go and run a test and give me the feedback. And I'm coming to a point. News be breaking.
Oh, who was that?
Sorry, it happens that. Oh, sorry.
Apologies.
But
sure, it ends there.
The line.
But
kids.
Kurt is a great. Anyway, you see.
So Kurt is.
He says that
advising the Lali at Yasi.
Yes, that one aside. Oh yeah, he can advise me. But we can always advise each other.
That you should.
Yes, read.
Go and read
and learn more.
There's
no end to education. So let's move on. But he says that. No. But he goes on to say that. because you're making me miss my point. He says that the referees cannot I mean, keep in mind all the loss of the game, all the loss of the game, and
But
so
journalists are
if I'm coming, and so if they miss some of their points,
we should pardon them.
We should pardon them. Yes.
Okay.
They can't. I mean, keep all the loss of the game in their heads, and so mistakes happen, even in Europe, elsewhere, blah 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 blah. Okay.
But you know that there are some
Um,
mistakes when a referee commits. You can never pardon the referee. All right. I mean,
but you know, for the loss, even for the loss of the game, there are some basic loss of the
so
game.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the basic ones.
There are some offside calls that the referees on the field of play make, and you'll be like, ah.
But interesting enough, after he said this, listen to what else he had to say.
Look, we are in the industry and we need to protect ourselves sometimes. If you see the results that came out of the test, won't be anyone who will be Manuakasa. Because
And the
if
ref
you
is
see
more issue, yes, sir.
referee, one officiating, let's say, 2 seasons Premier League, 5 seasons Premier League, no, 20%. Some put here. Some had what? Some had 4%. 4 out of 100%. So, no. I'm talking about 100%. And you don't believe it?
Okay, tune.
You don't believe it? I'm telling you.
His problem is how he speaks.
Exactly.
Been part of
I said,
Like your man. Yeah, he talks like your man.
on his feet.
After about no issues when your platform be settled.
The problem is how he speaks.
The result is what is going on in Kumasi. Now, the direction is clear.
They are doing the
Have a minimum
No,
of
Baba
2
Yara.
or 3
Baba Yara.
theory tests per season.
Oh, Baba Yara.
Because if you want to be the best Islamic cleric, you show the Quran. For me, that's my analysis. If you want to be Dr. Ward Mills, Dr. Williams, or Prophet Paul, you should know the Bible. The Bible should be on your lips. You can't be a referee and not know the laws of the game. Yeah, it's impossible. In the same way, my plea is that in your spare moments, kind.
So just say referees and journalists no be they normal. I say referees for no when they've done them exams 4%, 3%, 2% in fact. But you journalists, we've not done any exams for you. So you can't come and do exams. So you just learn more.
Do you know that the last time when we spoke to senior Osubempa said what happened between the Dreams FC and RTU match per law allowed the FA to do what they did, right? But in terms of the optics, if you look at the optics, what the negativity that sort of game generated, is it good for our Ghana football product?
You have to talk about that specific negativity, because I mean, for Osubempa, for instance, his issue was that if we have a goal scorer that admittedly, or we all admit that was an impersonator, why do we still have to
scoring 5?
No, he was not the one who scored the 5 goals. He scored one for RT.
Okay.
But why do we still have to get that goal scorers
in our history?
In our history books or in our record books?
So the game should have...
So the result of that game should have been
exactly. But you see, per our law, I'm sure the FA, the law backs them to do what they did. That is why they couldn't cancel that game.
It's not about the
So that's what I'm saying. So I mean, it fits into what we are discussing now. Okay. So the law is there, but sometimes you have to put the human interface on the law, right? Yeah. The optics, these things do not augur well for Ghana football. It affects the brand Ghana. It affects our product. So Masu always talk about the law. Go and read the law. When it is the thing is hurting Ghana football, yes, referees must be pardoned when they make mistakes. But there are some calls, even though the laws allow them to do that, on the field of play, you cannot pardon them because once they make those errors, it raises a lot of negativity about our product, and that's what we are talking about.
No, but see, we sometimes just make we make a fetish of some of these. We make a fetish of
they say learn small. You every morning you wake up, you come, you every day advising people. Just learn small. You should just take 1 hour, sit down, learn
and
small.
read a lot of the game.
Learn small. Law 42, what is that? Ticket session, yeah, and
is he a match official?
That's the point I'm going to. That is our problem as Ghanaians and Africans. That for me is a big problem for Africans and maybe Ghanaians. We like chew and pour too much. We like chew and pour too much. So we are reciting and I love 21 and I love 21 but the practical aspect of it,
understanding of the law.
that is the point. So if you
and how to implement
if you
at the right time,
if you put a referee in a classroom or whatever, and you test him on what is law, what is law, doesn't mean that if the referee cannot state it verbatim, doesn't mean that he doesn't know it.
Mommy, I can't state the offside law. When I see offside, I
Exactly.
can't see it.
Yes.
Can't I see offside?
Yeah, but as a referee, I guess that you should at least.
No, but you see, I can't state it.
When you are stating it.
What I'm saying, I can't state it.
So you should have a basic level of education before becoming.
Have you talked like a journalist? Because he's advising journalists.
So that you can answer some.
I can't state it word for word. I can't.
Okay. You can't explain yourself.
No, I can't.
The article,
I
like
can't,
he can't
state
say
it.
law 41.
I
Talk
can't
about
state
offside.
it. I can't state it.
But he knows that there's an
But
offside.
I know.
When he
I know
sees
what
offside,
I know. When I see an offside, I can see an offside.
You can see from your point of view as a journalist, but as a professional referee or as a referee, I think that.
So what
it is? I'm coming. It is the understanding of that law that you are interpreting.
No, but listen.
So, but what you are saying?
No, but let me. If you don't understand it, how do you interpret it?
Yeah, so if you understand it, I think in your own layman's
No.
You can explain it on the sheet.
Listen.
Oh yes, that's what I'm saying.
That is why somebody will score 4%, 20%, or whatever, because that person cannot state the law as it is, like lawyers do. Article 144 of the Constitution. But even with lawyers, with all due respect to lawyers who are listening to me, most of them don't state it word for word. Yeah. They paraphrase it.
Yeah, and explain.
Okay,
they
so but now we cannot tell whether the one who got a 4% over 100, whether his problem was how to understand whatever it was. But they say a referee got 4%. But for me, if a referee has 4%, is that a platform to?
No. But see, you have told us that you control referees.
Yes.
So by extension, we are saying that you control being appointed authority. Those who appoint
you
also control them, and you are happy to tell us that.
No, but he was saying that he's expected to control.
Can I make my point?
He's expected to control.
Zando. Oh,
you are happy to tell us that referees take an exam, and some score 4%, 20%.
I thought they say referees now ball. They say
and one of the last kind but they can English why?
Because he says that. He says, but are you doubting me?
But
yes, because
4% is fail.
Oh no, 4%. If there's something beyond fail. Because if somebody gets 15%,
sometimes when I listen to Kate, with all due respect to you, sometimes some of his comments are so immature.
Okay.
There are traces of immaturity in the way he talks and the way he behaves sometimes. Traces of immaturity. I'm not saying that he's immature throughout, but there are traces. You can see traces of immaturity.
In this particular one, where were the traces?
When he's sometimes, and that's the fact. I mean, some of these things, just like you said earlier, are not for public consumption.
Exactly. Why do
they are not for public consumption? If you have plans in place,
so that's how come we didn't get any referee at the AFCON.
Are we going to get a referee?
Somebody.
But Danelai was there.
Danelai.
Yeah, Mr. Customizer. Yeah, he was there at the VAR.
But
I'm talking about the referee.
Center referee.
But even the assistant referees.
There are VAR to his
They had 20. They had a list of referees and assistant referees. 26 of them.
There are
no Ghanaian.
VAR referee.
I'm saying that 26 referees and assistant to referees.
And the
I didn't talk about VAR referees.
And about VAR to his referee.
So when you take the list, when you go to CAF and you take the list, yesterday I was checking this thing. When you check the list, they have 26. I'm coming. Charlie, let's not do that. We had 26 of them, right? They are separate from VAR referees. None of the VAR referees was going to be part of the assistants and the referees. So don't say that.
But what you're saying is a fact.
There was, but the 26 officials and assistants, there was not a single Ghanaian.
That's a fact, right? That's a fact. But we also had a representation in the VAR.
No, but the fact is that I've not said there was no representation in VAR. And the VAR, whether you like it or not, those on the spotlight are those on the pitch. I mean, if you're best referee, you don't go and sit in the bar. In the VAR office, you'll be on the pitch.
Is it the recent occurrence? It's something that has been with us for a very
long time. So let's not be defending this VAR.
We've not been able to.
People on the pitch officiating, you're talking about.
A couple of years ago, Kotoko, when one team were playing at the Blankley, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
And
that's good match. The one that Elai officiated. The customized.
The ball comes out of the box and then the goalkeeper comes. I don't know if you realize that thing. And it was a big issue.
But
you see, even for some of the reason why I don't agree with Kate in some of these things about refereeing. These things you don't make them public. You don't make it seem as if the referees are not good enough. especially in a public forum like that. I mean, it's not right. It's not right. That's why you say that referee Alex Scott said that he will mark the referee's 8. He dares not. He dares not agree to the FA president that the referee score 2/10 or 4/100. It's not possible. He himself,
because if he's giving the referees, if he's giving his colleagues 8/10 for last season, it means that they did about 80%, 25%.
Yeah,
which was excellent.
He's been generous. He's been generous.
But last season
there was so much.
That's what I'm saying. Last season, officiating wasn't that bad.
But even with that, they are within around 60 to 70%.
Because some referees were in.
Yes. He has a referee boss. Definitely, he will be generous to them. But I mean, we don't have to throw the referees under the bus like that.
Okay. But before we even get to the phone lines, let's do two more on Ketu Kreko and the meet the press issues. Now this time he's talking about how do you call it? He's talking to the clubs that they need to be creative enough so that
charity begins at home.
But the FA is also creative, or they are not creative meaning. Over they are creative.
Over 20 partners and sponsors.
You see, those little sponsors. Zando,
yes, sir.
We need a headline sponsor for the Ghana Premier League.
Man.
That is what is going to cushion the clubs financially.
But what I also said is factual.
But when you say something, did I ever sit here and say that there's only 20 partners?
So why are you contesting?
So I said this little partners. I didn't say they were no partners.
All of us here, including our club owners, including anybody and everybody who works in the football and finding creative ways of encouraging not only individual but also corporate partnerships into football. At the club level, we have a responsibility to run our clubs very well, to open our clubs to the public, and to encourage either individuals or corporate Ghana to be interested in what that is the only way we can have private people coming on board to invest or private companies coming on board to invest. At the club level, I always say that no money is small money. You want to be very, very clever about how you deliver your football platforms for people to be interested in. I am sure that if I was to ask any club owner, they will say, oh, I need maybe 2 million Ghana. I need 5 million Ghana. I need 10 million Ghana to run my club for the season. But believe me, if you went to a company in Ghana looking for 1 million Ghana, looking for 2 million Ghana to run your club, it may be difficult. However, you have a clear budget and you have the cost lines and you know that you need water for the season, and the water for the season may cost 10,000 Ghana cedis. I am sure if you went to a company looking for water worth 10,000 Ghana cedis, to be a lot easier for you to have this. What that means is that we have cancelled that cost line, your budget have been taken care of, and your budget is already gone. This should be our new way.
Really solid.
It's 5 minutes after 7.
Allow me to clap.
Have you opened? Where be?
Javi, you jot your points. I'm coming. There's the last one here. He says that it will be very difficult to find a headline sponsor for the Ghana Premier League.
Pay $1 million.
Let's see why he says that.
At the same time, when you climb the ladder, we say we are looking for what we call headline sponsorship. We say we are looking for $1 million. We are looking for $2 million. In our realistic current times, it may be very, very difficult for you to have a company coming to you with $1 million or $2 million. But if you use this creative way that I've already explained, and you look at your cost lines, and you start to cancel the cost lines with partners that fix that cost line, you will see that at the end, you're looking for $2 million, you have raised $2 million. You will see it clearly. Alternatively, you're looking for $2 million. Instead of you giving yourself headache and saying, I'm looking for headline sponsor, I would say, I'm looking for 4 partners to give me 500,000 each or 400,000 each. At the end, you'll get your $2 million. This should be the way. So in effect, the FA is very, very aggressive in looking for partners.
It's 6 minutes after 7 anyway. Zando, let me stop. I'll give you 5 minutes. No interruption. Make your point. Play.
I thought Professor was starting.
I'm starting with you. I'm moderating. Don't worry.
I can start. I don't have a problem.
Listen, they don't determine who starts.
I can start.
I'm saying that Zando, let's move.
No, but you see, for me, the Ghana Football Association is the football governing body in this country. So ordinarily, they are supposed to put in place measures to attract sponsorship partners to get money to push the clubs, especially on our parts of the African continent. When it is in Ghana, I consider our football as still developing, just like our nation. Ghana is a developing nation. We haven't developed. So it may be too extreme for me to compare what happens in England, South Africa, to what happens in Ghana. So yes,
we can't compare, but
exactly.
We can,
Yes. We can learn certain things from them, but practically, how is it realistic for you to achieve what they are achieving now at the moment?
Not to achieve, but to also do something.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, that we should start from somewhere. So yes, it is expected of the Ghana Football Association to make effort to attract partners and sponsorship, to get revenue and cushion the clubs. Very, very important. However, the advice Keto Kweku is also giving the clubs is also very, very important, because look, there's a reason you decided to play football in this country. You decided to play football. You decided to put in place a football club because there are certain things you thought you could be able to offer, and for the basics, I think that our club should be able to. And how are you going to do that? You need funds, you need money. And how do you generate income? How do you generate revenue? And that's the advice the FA president is giving you. Because if you ask any club owner in this country, he will tell you that for a season, the 2024-25 season, if I do my projection and my estimate, I will need about 5 million Ghana cedis. That is 50 billion old currency to see me through the entire campaign. But it will be very difficult for you to get that sum from one company, especially when it is our football is not a developed football product. We are still developing. We are not there. So it will be very difficult for you to get 5 million Ghana cedis from one company. And that is why the FA president is suggesting that, for the 5 million cedis budget that you have done, there are items, all right? There are components in the budget.
Is it not just 3 years ago that they had a bit of
headlines? You see, even aside the headline sponsor,
that was worth how much?
5 million. Yeah, 5 million for 2 years, right? For 3 years. Even if
because they could not meet the conditions of that, how they call it,
they cancelled it.
The people cancelled it. What were they doing?
What I'm saying is that, assuming the bet
that resulted in the loss of that sponsorship deal.
What I'm saying
and
is
then
that
today you come back and tell us that people,
what I'm saying is that, assuming the bet power deal still exists,
it does not.
Listen to me, boss.
It is not existing.
So what I'm saying is that, assuming we still have headline sponsor,
they had the opportunity,
giving us
lost it.
Boss, assuming we still have headline sponsor in place, giving us $5 million for 3 years.
How can you talk about things? It's not there.
I am building a point. So listen to me. What I'm saying is that, assuming you have headline sponsor of $5 million in place, the advice Kurt is giving you is very important. That you have done your budget, your estimation of 5 million Ghana cedis to see you through the entire campaign. But the 5 million Ghana cedis, because our product is not up there as compared to the European countries, you cannot get it from one company. But you have items, components on your budget. So if company to give you water that amounts maybe 10,000 Ghana cedis, 50,000 Ghana cedis. So if you're able to bring about 10 separate or 10 different corporate bodies on board, that will get you closer to the amount that you have budgeted for the entire campaign. And so this advice from the FA president is not out of place. Even if we have headline sponsor in place giving us $5 million, but there's a reason Chelsea, Manchester, they are still chasing for sponsorships and all that. So yes, you may have the headline sponsor in place, giving the FA money to cushion the clubs. But the club, what are you doing? What is the club also doing? Because
the clubs will need to do something, but the FA will also have to do something.
I agree with you 100%.
Look, even in the championship, those who qualify, the who won and qualified,
£100 million.
More than 100.
Yes. I agree with you.
Participate.
I agree. But our football is not there. England is a developed country. Ghana is.
You see where you are also coming from. Our football is not there.
Yes.
So how do they?
But am I wrong?
So I'm saying that we might not be there.
Yes.
But we should also have our target.
Yes.
I agree with you. The president cannot tell us that it will be difficult to get a headline sponsor and then be expecting the clubs that they should go and get. You should also go and get a headline sponsor.
What he's saying is that it will be difficult for you to get a headline sponsor to give you $1 million to meet the expectations of the club. What I'm saying is that even if the headline sponsor is in place, it is not out of place for the FA president to challenge the clubs to chase revenue. Be creative. Be just like we discussed about Kotoko last week.
Yeah.
Yes, NSA has charged 5,000. Exactly. Be creative.
Okay.
What creative means are you putting in place to make sure that the club, you're able to fund yourself? Because it's very important. If the FA doesn't have headline sponsor, you may still have to play the Ghana Premier League.
Okay.
How do you survive? You survive because you are creative in generating revenue.
Your time is
up. I'm looking for
Fifi, you have the next 5, please.
Oh,
The next 5 minutes.
Yes.
Oh.
I thought he was going to Prof before we
I think that the last 2 audios that you played Your man just came to me and said, Allah.
But let me see it. Show me.
Charlie. All right, it's 12 minutes after 7 here on Love. The program is kick off at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
We'll cross over to join 99.7 to bring in this for Fiifi-Manfred.
Then I see what the FA president was saying. What the FA president was saying for me in that situation was spot on.
Exactly.
I think that he is admonishing clubs to try and find money. There are, in as much as the FA has to provide a headline sponsor, which they have to do. I mean, they have to find a way to do that. Clubs can't wait for them. They also have to find ways to run the clubs and make sure that they don't run at a loss. I mean, the only viable source of revenue in this country in football is player sales. People coming to the various stadia, the various centers to watch games. It's not sustainable. It's not viable. I mean, they come only when Kotoko and Haas are in town. Kotoko and Haas themselves, their home games, they have issues. They don't even get the numbers in there. So you can't wait till you are selling a player before you make revenue. So what Kurt E.S. Okriko was saying in that occasion is that, hey, you have a component of 10 million for your whole budget. In that 10 million, there's a component of 50,000 Ghana cedis for water. There's a component of 2,000 Ghana cedis. Yesterday, I was just there. Liverpool has signed a contract with Lucozid as their drink sponsor, energy drink sponsor. There's a reason why Chelsea has an airline sponsor alone, an airline partner. Just when they are flying, the airline takes care of the flights.
That's strategic.
It is smart. All those things do make sense. My problem, however, is that
you're the leader, you're not finding it. You want your boys to find it.
Oh, but he has gotten rice.
They can do it.
He has gotten rice. He has gotten rice.
But the rice is for the
Black Stars. I say so Black Stars for the He has gotten rice. He has gotten rice.
For the clubs, I think they need to do more.
But you see, the problem is that
leading, then you lead by example.
Exactly. You see, the problem is that the GFA has a marketing department, right?
Yeah.
Have they made it a point?
That's the Harabi guy.
Yes, to make sure that that the various clubs also have a marketing department. Because, in my opinion, he was saying these things to the wrong people.
For the part of the club license, it demands that you should have a marketing.
But the truth of the matter is
they don't have a viable
most of the clubs don't have a good marketing, and it's important. No matter what you do in this world, you have to market because you are selling
revenue.
Yes, everything.
But you see,
even
in having a marketing department, it adds up to the cost of running the club.
You see,
and these clubs don't have the resources.
That's where I have a problem. Then they don't have to run a football club
because if you go to England, for instance, at the end of the season, even what you are taking for TV rights alone, right, can handle and pay executives very well. Holding such positions, it can cater for your expenditure very well. But because what they are getting from TV rights alone can generate them something.
Enough.
What are they generating from even TV rights in Ghana? For them to pay a department like that, which will not mean just one person.
Consistently for but don't you think the marketing department should be one of the most important departments?
Immediately
they don't have the resources to go and pay people there.
In marketing, immediately you double think marketing. Immediately you say that you don't have revenue for marketing. Then you don't have to run the business. Because how are you going to sell? How is Bechem United supposed to sell? How is Bekum Chelsea supposed to sell? How is Kotoko supposed to sell? If they do not have a marketing manager, if they don't have somebody whose day job is to ask questions about how much did we get last month.
Probably I don't understand. I didn't say that.
No, then I get you. I get what you're saying.
I'm saying is that it's not easy. HSA, they'll go and bring a marketing manager who will meet what they can pay the person. And probably he cannot give you what you want.
That's why I agree. That's why I agree with the GFA president when he says that they have to be creative.
Okay.
If see, there are a lot of young men.
Okay.
Who will market clubs for just a little token.
Okay.
Bekum Chelsea has appointed
good fellow, right? For marketing, it's important. They have to market, and if you marketing doesn't mean that. I mean, over here you know the thing that they call barter. It happens everywhere. Barter. Even I can be a pharmaceutical company, another pharmaceutical company. I have my brand. You have your brand. Then I said, okay, you take 10 cartons of my brand. Your brand is not popular. I will take 15 cartons of your brand.
Because my brand is popular.
Yes, I will sell your brand. You also, because the thing is there, if you don't sell, it will expire on you. You pay the money to, and I also sell. Your brand is moving. You are getting the marketing because someone come to your shop. You see my brand. Yours too. When they come to my shop, you see your brand. We are winning. That's a creative way of marketing, in my opinion. You understand? And so that your man.
This one there, good job. Technical knockout. We finish. Let's open the phone.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, so
small boys are here.
so that's what he wanted to do.
Yes, okay. Their mics are off the way. No one can interject.
The advice he gave, it's good advice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't get it in bulk, why don't you get it? If you can't pay in bulk, why don't you pay by installment? I mean, if you can't get the money as lump sum, why you can get it by way of some part payment here and there, and that is actually the style that is prevailing now. If you go to most of the major leagues that we have in Europe,
yeah,
they've moved from a single sponsor to multiple sponsors, so they don't have a single sponsor. Like in England, for instance, UK, for instance, some years back it was Barclays. Okay, Barclays Premier League.
Yeah.
But these days they have multiple sponsors. So they have Barclays as a bank, they have Ablot as a watch sponsor, and even when it comes to substitutions and the minimum of time added on and things like that, that watch that they show or that tablet that they show to indicate the one who is coming on and the one who is going out. That one is also part of the sponsorship that they have. They give money to the English FA. They have Guinness as an official alcoholic drink. Guinness 0.0 is coming on recently. Then the Panini, they have Panini there. They have Puma from Nike as official board. They have Oracle. They have Castrol as official oil. They have Everyday Nissan. And those are sponsors. Then even when you go to the TV side, they have Sky Sports. They have TNT Sports Radio. They have BBC Radio 5. They have Talk Sports. So they have diversified. They are more or less. They have diversified. They are not looking at one big sponsor who will come and give them, let's say, 20 million or 50 million or 100 million pounds at the end of every season. But they are looking at multiple sponsors, and that is what is about now. That is what is practiced in nations that are taking their football very serious. Because it will be very difficult, just like Kate said, to get one single person to come and just give you 5 million US dollars or 5 billion pounds. It's very difficult. But you can get it from multiple sources. So if you look at some of these North African countries, you look at their jersey, you find a lot of adverts on the jersey, at the back, on the shorts, whatever. All those things are there just because they think that they can get some money out of them. So that is what is practiced now. That is what is practiced. And I believe that's the advice that Kate was giving to the clubs, that they shouldn't look to one person, but they should spread their tentacles of so that at least they can get multiple people to come and help them. But you see, just like you said, I mean, this is good advice, but Kent himself is not walking what he's preaching.
Hey. Yes.
He himself is not walking.
He's not walking the talk.
Yeah, he's not walking what he's preaching. He's not walking the talk.
FA sponsors.
He's not. He's not. So we are struggling for sponsors now. We are struggling.
He has admitted that it will be difficult to get a headline.
Yes. So you are advising somebody to go for a multiple form of sponsorship. Then you are looking at a headline sponsor. So the two are contradictory. I mean, you are telling somebody that it will be very difficult to get one person to come and give you 5 million.
But if you put together the little ones that they have, then they have about how many?
Like 27.
The FA?
Yeah.
Giving them how much?
Some give them water, some give them food, some give them drink.
Some are giving rice.
Yeah.
Some are giving water.
Yeah, come on.
Some are giving sugar.
But
but
something is better than nothing. Badala.
The word did not.
Giving them how much? How much are they giving?
No, I mean some of them are
products.
come with products.
Products, rice and nonsense.
But it's very important. They award the man of the match, which is okay. The dentist company award the top scorer or the
that
best
was creative. But the top scorer did not understand the importance of dental health, so he didn't go.
Dentistry.
Yeah, he understand.
You can have multiple sponsors, but how much are they giving you?
Anyway,
in total, how much will you get?
Okay, the product in cost.
How much will you get from them? So you can get multiple people, just like the clubs have.
But these are not real cash financial.
Yes, they can just come in and multiple people. But I mean, how much will you get from them? So that's the point.
It's just like working at a restaurant and eating every day.
And the point that I believe that Kurt makes is also the fact that we are not getting these sponsors because our league is also not competitive. It's so attractive anymore.
And what are the reasons? They are in leadership of Ghana football.
So
what are they doing to remedy the situation?
You are telling people to go and look for sponsors. They are finding it very difficult to get sponsors. You must find a reason why they are struggling to get sponsors. And the reason is that our league is so competitive anymore. Look at our football pitches.
Yeah.
Look at hooliganism all over the place. Referees have been assaulted. Teams, bars, players being assaulted day in, day out. I mean, these are things that are also driving away the sponsors who maybe have they have the intention of maybe coming to sponsor the league or something like that. But they look at some of these things and they don't want to be associated with the league that has all these things running through them. And that is why I believe that StarTimes is left. I mean, if you have listened to one or two reasons why
have they left?
Oh yes. The FA boss yesterday confirmed that.
No, they've left. Wow.
I had one or two reasons.
It says their contract has come to an end and they have decided not to renew it.
Of course, there should be reasons why they will not want to continue with the relationship.
So
maybe they don't have money.
So we need to interrogate
that. So we still do not have a broadcaster. In as much as the season is
we just got about some 3 weeks or 4 weeks to the start of the league.
So we are going to play our domestic league and we can't even watch it anywhere. You only have to go to the stadium and watch it. If you don't go to the stadium, it means that you can't.
But there was a time where GTV and then GTV wanted the rights badly. Maybe now
they couldn't compete with.
Would they be able to pay for that?
Would
they in return be able to
in the absence of StarTimes? Don't you think it is prudent for the FA to back down a little bit
and even they can use the ministry through government to get GTV to
back a little bit in terms of what about you expect from them and make sure that
you see how unattractive the competition is to the level that now we are struggling to get somebody to show our matches live for us. Zando, we can't go through that list of yours.
But I have some corporate bodies here.
No, because we
Puma, MTN, NASCO, Access, Betway.
Which body is not corporate?
BetPower is not so cancel BetPower.
So we have situations where sometimes we go to a match venue to telecast a match, and they will be prevented by some clubs. Prevented by some clubs from telecasting a match.
It happened.
They'll stop them from doing that. Because they think that the match is very important to their cost.
No, because they intend to manipulate the game.
The results of the game.
Yeah.
Manipulate the referee, manipulate the results of the game. So they will stop them from covering the match. And I mean these guys are also a corporate body. They drive all the way from Accra to a place to cover a match and they are stopped from doing that. They have to come back. I mean, some of these things are happening, and the FA president is there, and those are the issues that I want us to be looking at.
Okay, but it's clear.
The issue that is dragging our football down. Those are the referee working and
it's clear our clubs are going to struggle again. They will have to find ways of generating money for themselves because the FA president has made it clear it will be difficult to get a headline sponsor, and so the little that you can, please do it so that you are able to keep your clubs floating through the season because it's going to be difficult. Things are getting harder here in Ghana. Transportation, traveling from let's say Tamale all the way back to maybe Kwando for a league match and then come back, it's going to be big. All right, so 03220-83596, 83597. Let's say your thoughts about how we've been discussing here on the first half of the show. You heard it from the FA president himself. He says that, well, our referees, they are not doing well. They are not doing well at all. Some of them, even when it comes to their examinations before the start of the season, are getting as low as 4% from their tests and all that. So, well, 03220-83596, 83597. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir. Can you lift up your voice for me a bit? Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Nana Kweku.
Nana, how are you?
I'm not fine.
Oh, really? You need F-Pack, eh?
No, I have two. In fact, I have two, what do you call it? Fire for you.
Okay.
My brother Inga, so that he will tell you, because I don't want to spoil your show. But there's one I know everyone will be advocating for it. Please, your calling time, some people who might be engaging in something, let it be structured that calling time for the first time is probably from 7:30 to this time, so everyone can target and follow up. Not that it's just sometimes it's 7:30, sometimes it's 8 o'clock, sometimes it's they don't help. And the other one, my fan the kelmo like a cake in here. It's a modifio in the flow. Jackie James, you know, ni Bababi.
I don't know what they talk.
I don't know what to that's an advice for him.
Okay, Mark Ele.
Funny no. What? In fact, Uta Kodua no Nika. What the man is saying is very right. Look, it's hard time these teams to stop that laziness of just looking for one person to come and sponsor. Look, the advice is giving them. Every time they fall, they can just get one of these filling stations to just sponsor. When it comes to water, when it comes to even their sauce or Jesse, when it comes to probably energy drinks, when it comes to even the drinks, the refreshments, they can easily get this, because in this hard times, the economy of the whole world down. Going to get one company to give you, let's say, 5 billion Ghana cedis. What's that? They are telling them no one would, but little things, drops of water makes a mighty ocean. The clubs are lazy. They should get their marketing people. That's what someone was saying. Barter thing. Get someone. The person can come in. If I'm able to get you some sponsor to give you water, if he give you 10,000, I'm picking 3,000, or even if 50-50, go in for it. At the end of the day, it reduces some sort of betting. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Nanako. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, Chris. I'm very well, thank you. Yourself? Let's hear you.
Yeah, I do sure that. You see, we should be careful. We shouldn't misinform the public, especially what Nana Kofi just said. The whole world is not down.
Okay.
Yeah, Kata. Yeah, Kata. The whole world is not suffering. It's Ghana that is suffering. Ghana never. Yeah. You see, we should be very careful. Very careful. Even Jordan here, South Middle East, go there and see how people are enjoying. It's because we are not able to do our things well. How can Premier, the highest league of the land, you can't get a headline on what? Because your league is not attractive. The league is not attractive. There are companies here in Ghana. They have money. They have money. Look, when COVID came, the domestic fund that we launched. Look at the money companies were putting in the fund. It tells you there are companies here who can easily fund our league, but because they think that if they are not careful, they might not recoup their money back. That is it. And so the league attractive and all that, where there are no shields and cut prices, where people, where the referees decide the match and all that. I'm telling you, you can get a good league.
Okay.
It's of high class. And players from other countries want to go and play there. So why is our case different? It's because you are not putting things in place to better our league.
Okay, there are others on the line. Christoph, thank you very much. 03220-83596, 83597, 03220-83596, 83597. Program is kickoff here on Love 99.5 FM. Very soon we'll go for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll be doing more on the Olympics. Our guest on the show this morning is going to be Moses Fo Amweni. He's a lawyer, seasoned sports analyst, and a commentator. He will be joining us on the phone lines very, very soon. Immediately we'll go for the break. When we come back, he'll be with us. 03220-83596, 83597. Don't forget and join us for the blood donation exercise, which is happening on Saturday, the 17th of August, here at the forecourt of Love 99.5 FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Kofi?
There's no Kofi.
Oh, sorry. Hello, Nana?
Yes. You see?
Let's not get
They are demonstrating. America, they are demonstrating. African countries are demonstrating. When it even comes to an issue that people will have to donate. A company might not get you 100,000 cities to come and bring, but in fact, if you are doing something right now, just the mere is giving you 20,000 and the name is being mentioning that X company has given you that amount of money. As time, even in the hard times, as a company, I'll come and donate because the mere mention of it is an advert for me.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. 0322083596, We're just announcing to you that next week, Saturday, we're going to have a blood donation exercise here at the Forecourt of Love in Shire FM. Now, there are millions of people out there who need support from you to survive. In these hard times in Ghana, it becomes more difficult if you are ill. That's if one needs blood to survive. Now, visit the nearby hospital and witness the agony people go through for survival. Let's all join hands together and support a lot of more people who are dying because of blood. Today, it's me. Tomorrow might be you, your daughter, your son, father, mother, husband, wife, or a colleague at work. And so don't let people die before you make this informed decision. Your support station, Love 995 and Insure 104.5 FM, and the Confanache Blood Bank on Saturday, 17th of August 2024, will be organizing a blood donation exercise at the Forecourt of Love, Insure FM. So donate a pint of blood. Time is 7 a.m. Donate a pint of blood to save a dying soul. Now, this event is brought to you by your super station Love 99.5 FM Insure 104.5 FM and the Confanoche Blood Bank, with support from St. Ben Jewelry, and there's also support from Multi-Neck Enterprise, one of the best companies when it comes to quality executive decor. St. Ben Jewelry, sorry about that, St. Ben Jewelry. If you are looking for wedding ring, engagement or promise ring, then contact St. Ben Jewelry for quality and affordable white gold and yellow gold, rose gold and silver rings. You can call St. Ben Jewelry on 0244 282 122 or 284 122 0244. Now, slim and fit, yes. If you have put on weight, you're struggling to lose some fat, and then all you need is to get slim and fit. Yes, you can for bulk purchase, you can get slim and fit. Call this number 0536 723921. 0536 723921 for your slim and fit. Now, GT Bank, it is good for children to enjoy their childhood. It is even better when their future is secured from now going. And so you need to get to GT Bank because they guarantee you all the trust. Lord Healthcare is a manufacturer of liver 07 capsules. So that will be it for the blood donation exercise, which is happening next week, Saturday. Now, there's going to be the Habitat Fair, and Ghana make tough. Life and Casa worldwide is not easy these days, but still, man must live, man must survive. Where do you live? What do you have a house, or you are yet to own one? Do you own a house? To own a house, you begin with a decision. What decision are you making today? Would you want to buy, build, or rent? Well, if you will help, we will help you choose your preferred home at a very affordable and moderate price. So come to the 2024 edition of the Love FM Republic Bank Habitat Fair. This is the biggest platform where all your house and accessories are made available at a very competitive price. It's the Love FM Republic Bank Habitat Fair 2024. Theme, home ownership and investment, not just a home. This event is proudly brought to you by our super station Love 99.5 FM in partnership with Republic Bank, and it's sponsored by Republic Bank Mortgage as well as Ancora Homes. We also have Prestodia Ghana Limited. Then, okay, so these are the three major sponsors of the Habitat Fair. All right, we'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll be doing more on the Olympics.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when the children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat?
So different. Not come back to the program and also.
Your jams need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin E that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo Energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
I'm not reading about it.
Na problem na de chomo afa bi anchire bi.
We are different one there.
Na abi aya fa am korare, me ni fi. Papa mo frama no.
Na we say student na.
It's the best chance to grab your life with OneXBet. Gambling
Into Yanto.
Oh no, Yanto.
No for those who come from.
Hey. Me ba ko bi a choro pa na emusi.
Bestina pa.
Also
Bestina no for say.
Also after exams.
Chapter 63.
Let me use it for that 50.
Early will I see.
Papa me na me ba maybe. Bestina no for say. Okay. That's what I feel why. So abi also three push man kwara no.
But man after exams. So
push man kwara no mu di anchire no.
As you join God's servants for pasta, overjoy your pain on prayer line on Love FM from Mondays through to Friday. 5 a.m. each day. Prayer line. The presence of the Lord is here.
Oh, class of na me jaw match it.
Ah, we dey do match. Cuz one sample more come.
Effective for headache.
Jaw match.
My baby.
Pain associated with sore throat. During and after a hard day's work, F-Pack relieves you of body pain. After the daily sports workout, F-Pack helps the body to control the aching muscles. F-Pack is effective against feverishness and rheumatic pains. F-Pack reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. F-Pack is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. F-Pack blows your pain away.
F-Pack Junior is a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold and fever.
Sanyo now see
Where gaga you? No,
almost that money balance na sana
almost no enya coffee.
Oh boy, na dey coffee.
Double Botswana.
Oba dey there
for
no.
one
Sad line na no here.
Where guy too much. Say the benefit here no.
Odi third one now odi say.
Odi third onya bros.
Say the benefit here no. Ah. Where guy.
Boy no take care there.
But the boy go to my ewu. Also when na wo muna sa.
Just one circle.
We go call it out. The voice remember.
We muna sa.
Who said so be face of 200 because he can't because he's not arrogant like Noah.
O ko bet you akokura she kwa do to jai.
This is the biggest
Ojai tempo.
Muna sa. No am you.
The Love FM Republic Bank Habitat Fair 2024.
We gaga yo.
Some just say, "Obesi super na just say yeah." When you
Station law.
We gaga do.
O so happy business now there. Yes I say. We are in same boat here.
To make any na dey down.
Omo you say throw so say dey wo ana adidi agbaro.
To make any na say dey see me ya no. What they are say kwa no ma kwa free chiri pa baby too sir.
Also be a landlord. For further info on Republic Pension Bank, contact Republic Bank now. Republic Bank. We are the
COVID now.
Sponsored by
Kumasi just
What
get
can they
served
do
by
there?
Accra Homes Gated Community.
Na tamo ba no free na COVID ni nyanya.
Uniquely designed
O free na COVID ni nyanya.
Na that dey yin o. O come be carry dey yin o. Thank you na for one go.
Buy
Oh,
a
they
home
don't
from
know.
us.
They don't.
Make sure you're calling us on 0
When it's simple crowd.
7766-053-021 7766 on all social media handles and Cora Homes and website
I'm sure the way you would have put them by now can make it
Experience the epitome of luxury living. Come and purchase a home.
You provide the fire. Daily focus on your superstation, Love 99.
We know I said that's why you
To start your day right with anointed men of God. Tune in daily at 5:15 a.m. and be blessed. Be edified with Joel Osteen on Monday.
Just because it seems like God is too late doesn't mean that he's not going to come through. Don't be impatient for him to act. Keep believing, keep praying, and every blessing belongs to you.
Receive the word with Reverend Ajay Bediako of New Life City Chapel, Wokrome, every Tuesday.
Anytime the Holy Ghost comes to dwell in your heart, he produces his nature in you. And so you not some time ago you were whatever. You became
Hey, the liar really I don't know.
holy things in your life.
I know Algeria boxer.
A date with his word.
I'm a killing boy.
General Overseer of Sunday Chapel International.
One thing you should never allow in your life.
Taiwan is a magic group.
You are simply tolerated.
Thursday with Reverend David Seth Kwanzaa, head pastor of Mid-Country Chapel, Amoko.
No matter what chances you have lost, opportunities you have lost, God is able to restore them. Who is this God? Cause something to come out of Nazareth.
And on Friday, Reverend Simon Ampofo of Grace Fields Chapel comes your way with Word Explosion.
You're blessed in your going out and blessed in your coming in, even now and forevermore.
Daily focus on Love FM. Start your day right with a word from God.
My name is Dr. Koju Zabin. I'm the medical director at Kofanati Teaching Hospital. One of the main causes of the death of women who get pregnant and then during delivery is the fact that we are not able to get enough blood to help them. People who have chronic conditions like sickle cell, people who have leukemia. You also have people who find themselves in road traffic accidents. They bleed and a storm of blood or blood given to them saves their lives.
I know, but some box that did you go to.
In conjunction with Love FM, will be organizing a blood donation exercise. I'm encouraging everybody to go and be part of this program and donate blood.
This blood donation exercise is on Saturday, 17th August, at the forecourt of Melbourne Israel FM. Come donate a pint of blood to save a life. The blood donation campaign is supported by IMEC Ford, made by Amponsa Pharmaceuticals. IMEC Ford, my family blood tonic. Sponsored by.
When it comes to expressing congratulations, the word is Ayiko. Wrong.
Demonstration.
Ayiko with a bottle of Ayiko. Say your Ayiko with a bottle of Ayiko. Cool your thirst with Ayiko Natural Mineral Water. Refresh yourself with a bottle of Ayiko. Say your Ayiko with a bottle of Ayiko Natural Mineral Water. This advert is FDA approved. So, ready to get your engagement rings, wedding rings, promissory rings, bangles, earrings, bracelets, necklaces, pendants, watches in pure yellow or white gold. And then just the way you like it.
And then I'm on the football room.
Flexible payment plan that is
Maybe 400. 4 by 1. 4 by 400 liters.
They be, and then I mean, yes, sure.
I'm sprint. I
4 by 100. Fine, I'm off.
Oh, maybe
Canada, the dear.
Canada.
China design.
Canada, the winner.
China, the winner.
Canada, the D, and South Africa about second. And Great Britain third.
Now USA.
USA man, they don't know but Mama winning.
Mama say.
Mama man, the first three.
Oh, you say when you win, at least USA on position in Jamaica.
Okay.
Our products have been tried and endorsed by
Canada.
or Henry Anti. It is purely organic and FDA approved. We are located at Pokwasi in Accra, but delivered to all parts of Ghana.
Enterprise is your one-stop shop of quality and affordable office furniture, swivel chairs and office desks of all sizes. Our goods are made from world-class manufacturers who do not compromise on best practices. At Ahinsai Estate near Alan Clinic. You can call Mortonic Enterprise on 738339.
See, I don't need to work for cash. I don't need data or internet. I have something that's faster than just like everything. Trust bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
Hi there, you can follow your superstation Love 99.5 FM on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and not forgetting YouTube. Feel free to connect with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Love 99.5 FM. You can also click on the notification bell so that you're notified always of our content. Feel free to also log on to myjoyonline.com where we have content specifically designed just for you as well as our podcast. So stick and stay with us at Love 99.5 FM where we bring you nothing but love and joy.
Your number one account radio station, Insure 104.5 FM, and Insure from Community Color 2024 at the back. 24 communities, one trophy. Are you ready for the Insure FM Community Color 2024?
See the return to see a castle pass 1 yes 1 to be beyond me my show your mind be around
your registration, Insure from Community Color.
and then a man at me answer.
I'm even surprised. So much to hold you down with because and yet since started in the Panamanian evidence in your crown. You game when you was that
the baby young for him.
Hey, that's what I'm going to. Alright, so it's 11 minutes to 8 here on your superstation Love 99.5 FM program is kick off at 9 a.m. We'll cross over to Joy 99.7 to bring you news for. Now it's time for us to be talking Olympics, and then very soon we shall go on the phone lines and speak to Moses Fo Amweni. All those of you who know him, he is a renowned lawyer and an ace sports commentator and ace boxing analyst as well. We shall be speaking to him on the Olympics and our performance as a country so far. It's not been encouraging. Javier, this year 0 medals. Last year we had 1. In fact, this is the 30th Olympics, right? In the history of the Olympics, and I mean, we've won just 5. We've won just 5 medals in our history. So if you don't get a medal, does it surprise?
No. But just like I put on our platform the other time, I don't know those who felt that. I find it very difficult to understand or appreciate why they think that we're going to win a medal at the Olympics.
Yeah.
given the sportsmen that we took there.
Yeah.
You look at our sprinters, those who are going to do the sprints, their time. Clearly, it was nowhere near those who qualified for the final of let's say the 100 meters. Our 4x100, we had a problem. But we are looking at the problem and making it look as if without the problem would have won or would have qualified for the final. I don't think so. That would have qualified for the final. So it just boils down to the level of preparation and how serious we are with some of these sporting disciplines that we have in Ghana. We used to have a lot of medals from boxing. If you go through our history, you mentioned a number of times that we won bronze medals from boxing. Football has given us only one bronze medal at the Olympics in Barcelona. I remember that Olympics. So aside football, the other medals have all come from boxing. But look, we couldn't even get a boxing contingent for the game. So it tells you that when it comes to even boxing, which was the highest point of our sporting activities in terms of getting us medals, we are losing out on boxing too. We are losing out. Last week we had this discussion with the president of the Ghana Boxing Authority, and there were a lot of issues that he raised.
Yeah.
The discussion that we had with him, difficulties that they go through on a daily basis to make sure that they organize some of these boxing competitions. To the extent that if they even want to organize a boxing competition in Kumasi, they have to bring the boxing ring all the way from Accra to Kumasi for them to even compete in Kumasi. And last week I also mentioned the fact that if you look at the facilities that we have in Ghana, facilities I'm talking about, the stadium that we don't even have, apart from football and maybe athletics, we don't have anything for the so-called, and look at the name we're giving them, so-called lesser sports. That is so derogatory. We call them lesser sports.
Lesser known sports.
The so-called lesser known sports. So we'll waste money to construct a sports stadium, and we just put 1,000 tracks around it, just like we have in Kumasi and maybe Cape Coast. The one at this Botswana, it's maybe the latest one that we have. But go to the national capital, which is Accra. The facility at Accra, the Accra Sports Stadium, doesn't even have a tartan track. There are no tartan tracks there, so it means that if we want to do serious athletics in Accra, we have to go to Botswana. We have to find a place.
Or Ewak.
Ewak?
Yeah, but the tartan tracks.
Ewak.
Yeah.
You have tartan tracks at Ewak?
Yeah.
Quality one?
Yeah. No.
I'm surprised you said Ewak. So if it's sports,
it's an ineffective quality ineffective tracks there. Tartan tracks there.
Yeah. So in terms of even investment in infrastructure, sporting infrastructure, we are nowhere near those countries that are doing so well when it comes to sport. We are nowhere near them. After that, concentration has so much been on football. We are looking at getting a place where we can play football, and to the total neglect of the other sporting disciplines. And that, for me, is the area that we also have to look at. Because if you look at the medal haul for some of the countries competing at the Olympics, some of them are picking medals in some sporting disciplines that you never expect them to pick medals.
Algeria boxing.
So they are picking medals there. Can you imagine an Algerian boxer going to Olympics and winning a gold medal or even a silver medal?
Botswana, 200
when a Ghanaian boxer couldn't even qualify or cannot even qualify for the competition. I mean, that tells you that we are neglecting every aspect of our sports. And I don't know, for those who felt we were going to win something, I don't know what they were thinking. Because
that was false hope.
Right from the outset that we're not going to get anything. We're not going to get anything.
But you see, Javi, look, yes, I mean, boxing has given us a lot of medals. But also, there is always the first time, based on what this 4x100 meters team have done in the past 5 years, since 2019 when they shot to the scene in Rabat, Morocco.
What have they done?
I mean, they won gold in Morocco. I mean, and they have been doing well consistently since 2019.
When you say they've been doing well.
So that's what I said. I mean, they won gold in Morocco when we won for the African Games, right? And then the Western African Games in Ghana, I think they won silver. And you look at their individual times, okay, it was not out of place for me to expect medals from them. Look at this. You know the heat that the Ghana team was in? We're in with China and the other countries.
Mention the other countries.
Yes. We were in with, I don't have the list here, okay. But there was China, there was Brazil, and the other countries in there. But here's the thing, we were disqualified, right? But if you look at this 4x100 meters team, the best time that they had run before this competition, their best time was 38.08 seconds, or 38.07 seconds. And that's just the African Games. The competition, they won silver. But in our heat, that we couldn't qualify, the winner of that heat, China, clocked 38.24 seconds. What it means is that individually, or put together this team, the 4x100 meters team, our best time was better than the winners of that heat.
No, but it's
of course.
I'm building a point.
No, I know you are building a point, but let me. You see, there are some competitions that you don't need anytime, any good time.
That's what I was going to say. That
yes, you don't need
if you come, they'll say you're interjecting. But I was going to say that
you don't need it.
Even
just place first, place second, you qualify.
Somebody will go a hit and decide not to put in his all.
Place first, place second, you qualify.
Because he's building up to the next heat.
That is it.
And then the next heat.
What I'm saying is that we are on the same page. What I'm saying is that if you look at this team, our best time is 38.08 seconds. But even in the midst of our disqualification, we run our slowest time, 38.62. The problem is coaching, because individually these guys are good, right? Benjamin Azamati used to be the 100 meters record, or he's the 100 meters record holder. The Saminu guy is the fastest, runner in this country, the fastest sprinter based on time. His best time is 10.05. Yes, 10.05. Azamati's time is around 10.0 something as well. Individually, they have been doing very well, and this for about 100 meters. And based on what we watched, the problem was not really about their run. The problem was the baton exchange, and it has been consistent. I have these statistics in front of me. Since 2019, in fact, they have had problems with the baton exchange since 1996, and it is problematic, and it worries me that we are not paying attention to this. I've made calls, and I've been told that their coach who has been training them was not taken to Paris. I don't know why he was not attached to this team.
Excuse me. We spoke to Benjamin Willie Graham on this show 2 weeks ago. He was particular and emphatic about the fact that since they went to Strasbourg, where they had their training camp, all that coach Andre also, and there was a lady he mentioned in that interview, all that they were doing was to perfect the baton change. Let's take a listen.
From Strasbourg down to the Games Village to the training center, all that coach Andrew Wusu and Salamat have been working on to perfect their passing, and he spent a lot of time trying to perfect it for them. And one of the things Andrew Wusu tells me is that oftentimes what happens is anticipation. When you are anticipating that my partner is going to move at this time and it doesn't happen, you get nervous, and that is where you don't get your strides right. So it's when you get calculation, as soon as you know where to move in anticipation of the baton, you know what to do, and so ensure that the mindset is really in good shape, and not to anticipate too much and then get it wrong. So everybody has to calculate their movement and expect the baton. That is the perfection is looking for from these athletes, and it's looking at them in a way that they are working as teams, so everybody understands when to make a move and when not to make a move. Team Ghana is really much in the spirit there for this competition, and everybody is looking forward to seeing how the team moves there. The likes of Rosia Bois, the former 100 team, the 100 meter team, that's made up of the
but you know the problem.
Abdul Rashid. One of the key things the coaches have been working on
a coaching problem.
The batons, and we understand, and this have indicated to a lot of Ghanaians that the over 100 meter team is already in the semi-finals of the over 100 meters competition. So, as soon as the race starts in August, they are already in the semi-finals.
So you heard him.
Yeah, Dela.
He says from the training camp at Strasbourg.
Yes,
all they've been doing was to perfect the baton
on the baton exchange.
Perfect the baton
changeover.
Perfect the baton change. Then you go and
Dela, you see, you may have the desire in the world to perfect this, but practically, how was that going to be possible? Dela, look at this.
No, you said something. I'm coming. Before I play that one, you said that because they did not prepare for it. But I just want you to understand that they did prepare for it.
Okay, in context, like when I finish my submission, you understand what I'm saying.
Because me,
Dela,
with all that they were doing there, and if you still go and falter, still because of baton change, then what were you learning?
So here's the thing. Since 2021, we have had problem with this baton changeover issue. 2021 at the World Athletics Relays, changeover violation. 2020 Olympic Games, it happened again, changeover violation. Commonwealth Games, administrative error. 2024 World Athletics Relays, baton dropped. And the last one, changeover violation again. Dela, you see, I consider this 4x100 meters event as a team sport, right? Like I was saying, individual, I think they are good. But you need to put them together as a team, work on them for some time, especially when it is this problem has persisted for so many years. In fact, if you want to stretch it back, since 1996, we've been dealing with this problem. You can't, and I don't see how possible it will be that this problem that has persisted for close to 15 years, you put together a team for 2 weeks, and because you have expressed a desire to work on it, you think it was going to work. I don't think so. And like I was saying, the coach who has been working with these guys for the past 4 years or so was not sent to Paris. I don't know why. I think that was where the problem emanated from, because individually they have their best time and put together their best time. They were supposed to do well, but for that baton change over problem. I have been told that one of the guys is Uber driver in the USA. One of them works with the warehouse and all that. So yes, they are scattered around. But when the competition time is due, we call them 3 weeks to the competition, then we begin to work on them and express the desire to work on their weaknesses. I don't see how that was going to work in the first place. I am disappointed we couldn't win, because I had so much hopes in them, because I looked at their individual time, and even the time that we were disqualified with was the slowest time that they had run. If they were able to run the time that, their best time, we could have qualified to the final and then take a shot at winning a medal at the Olympic Games. I'm very disappointed, but I think that the problem is coaching, and we need to work on that. There's no point allowing them to be scattered across the globe. When the competition time is here, then you invite them 3 weeks and begin to perfect on their baton changeover. It is not going to work.
All right. The Ghana Athletics Association has had Coach Andre Owusu with this team for the last 2 decades. That's a fact. Let me finish. You made a point. It was it was only Rose Yeboah for high jump who did not have his coach or her coach there. Andrews Owusu, together with there's one other person I've forgotten the name, have been with the Ghana Athletics Association with this team for the last 2 decades.
20 years.
Over 20 years. Andrew Owusu. And he's still the man who is still coaching these boys at that Olympics. And you heard Willie Graham say that, he mentioned his name again, that is what Coach Andre Owusu and then the lady, the Northerner, who have been training these guys on this baton change. Andrews Owusu has been so familiar with this team that he knows the capability of every athlete in this team. Our athletes will have their best times, yes, but even their best times, how many of them? I'm coming. Pardon me. How do you call it? Azamati has a best time. Yes. When did he record that time?
I think last year or last year.
Mm-hmm. Between last year and this year, what has been his time?
Exactly.
So I'm coming. The next guy,
Saminu. This year
has been best.
Yeah.
He still did not perform at the Olympics. Not just the 100 by 4, but I don't think he even qualified for the how do you call it?
No, I think he didn't run exactly
the May 100 race.
Yeah.
They didn't. And so what I'm saying is that fine.
Simon was in a semi-final.
You say that they were somehow working as Uber drivers, yes. Because even here, the Ghana Athletics Association has complained bitterly about how when the guys go, they don't have government funding to even let them stay on their own. And so when we go and we say we are going to win medal, the actual fact is that, that is where we are going to compete with the guys who are well trained. They've had the best of preparations coming to this competition. So you don't expect to get time because 2 of your athletes have done 9.79 before. No, it's about the consistency.
What you are saying, we are on the same page. What I'm saying is that these guys have their individual time, but out there, they have their individual coaches as well. I've been told that Coach Elom Manyangopo has been working with this guy out there in USA. The coach that you mentioned has been attached with the athletics.
Yes.
Like he's in this country.
No, he's in the US.
With the guys out there?
Yes.
He didn't go.
He's
part of the team. But
but he didn't travel to France.
Andrews Owusu. Yes, he didn't travel with the team.
Yeah.
He traveled with the team to France.
No, I am talking about their individual coach.
Yes. So I'm coming. So Elom, how do you call him? Fuseni will bring his coach.
Yeah.
Azamati will bring his coach.
No, but I think Elom works with all the guys. Yeah, I think he works with all the guys.
Who is the official coach of the team?
That's Andrews Owusu.
So when you go to media competition, you don't bring your individual coach. It's the head coach.
But don't you think we are in ideal situation when it is like you are saying? Ideally, we are supposed to put these guys together for quite some time for them to work on it. But unfortunately for us, because we don't even fund their stay out there, when the competition time is due, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, they will put them together.
That is why you shouldn't expect a medal.
So that's why you should not be expecting anything from them.
That's why you shouldn't
expect. That's just what we are saying here. And you see, I'm coming. So if Azamati brings his coach, if Fuseni brings his coach, Bashiri brings his coach, then all of them will bring their coaches.
But I said they have one coach.
National team coach.
They have one coach.
They don't. All of them don't have one coach. They are based at different places. Maybe 2 of them will have one coach.
So why is Andrew Owusu still there after 20 years? Why
that is the issue, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Every Olympics is the coach. Every Olympics is there. Andrew Owusu.
Why is he still there?
And for me, he was not even a sprinter.
I think he
was a long jumper. A long jumper. But well, it doesn't mean he cannot be a coach.
Maybe he has learned it, so no problem.
Sure.
But the
preparation has been.
But the fact remains that he's not been very good. I mean, for 20 years, and then we still committing the same mistakes. It's not very good.
It's not the best. It's not the best. Anyway, it's 5 minutes after 8. Let's go. But our performance at the Olympics, it does not surprise me.
Yes, you see, I've said it. I said it before this Olympics started that we shouldn't be so expectant of any good thing from the Olympics, because I mean, truth be told, if you look at the qualifying times for some of our athletes, especially the sprinters, and we saw those times as very good times, and because of that, they were going to do better at the Olympics. But look at the one who won the 100 meters, Laos. Look at the semi-final. I mean, everybody thought that I mean, when I watched him at the semi-final, I thought he was not going to win the race because he was not that very good at the semi-final. Yeah. But he comes into the final and he finds something within him to win it. Beat the Jamaican just when everybody thought the Jamaican was going to win. Our preparation and the seriousness, the level of seriousness that we attach to some of these things, that we have to, and we talk about these things over every year. We come back and talk about this. Basically the same problem. These are problems that we know, but we've not been able to find solutions to those problems that we know. And they are so recurrent. It's so as if they are different problems. It's the same old problems that rear the ugly head anytime we go into some of these media competitions. The same problems, but somehow we don't want to solve them. And anytime we are going to some of these media, we raise our hopes so high to the extent that we think that we can go and compete at that level when some of our athletes, who are in Europe or the US, wherever, are workers. They work. Other countries that are taking the athletics seriously give the athletes out there some funding. They fund them. They go to university. They are funded. They are giving something at the end of the month for their upkeep, so that they can concentrate on what took them to the US. But in our case, somebody does so well here, the next year he gets a scholarship to maybe one of the universities in the US, and that is it. Apart from that, what else do we do to them? Then when it's about 1 week or 2 weeks to a major competition, we just assemble them somewhere and we think we can get the best out of them for 1 week. When your peers are competing week in, week out, competitions all over the place, training all over the place, relaxing, sleeping well, eating very well, and doing everything that the sportsman is supposed to do well. I mean, these athletes that we send outside, some of them even don't rest. I mean, if you work in the warehouse, for instance, or if you are an Uber driver, Master, what track you are driving Uber?
He needs to survive.
Yeah, that's the point. So why do we expect so much from them?
The moment they get that scholarship and leave the country, we stop monitoring them.
All.
We don't send them anything. We don't do anything for them again. And so, why should we be expecting something? I knew that maybe there's some semi-final they'll be able to do it.
But I told you,
go to final and go and win.
I told you semi-final will be the
medal.
I told you semi-final is going to be the high jumper was going to get us a medal because she's been able to jump a certain height. So the atmosphere, the environment, everything is different. No? I mean, Olympics is big time, top athletes go there to compete. We don't want any average athletes there, average sportsmen there or sportsmen there to go and do any competition. We waste a lot of money sending them there. We waste. It's just sometimes it's just a complete waste of resources just getting them there to compete in some of these competitions. It's just a waste of resources.
No, but I think that we just have to invest in the boys, because if you don't invest in them,
until we invest in them, and get reasonable assurance that they can get us something. I mean, this competition we can let them go for some time.
We should never say that until we invest. We have to invest in them. It has to start now. The next Olympics is supposed to be in New York or something.
I'm sure we're having this conversation 4 years ago.
Yeah, but
we were having the same conversation. Pardon me, and we're having this same conversation 8 years ago.
Yeah.
What planning have we done?
Exactly. So that's what we are supposed to do now. This is the issue. Why for me, every day when you ask me about sports development in this country, I always go to the government. I always ask questions of government, because at the end of the day, Benjamin Ezamati has to go to the Caribbean to go and reapply for US visa again to go back to the US, because what was given to him had expired. And these are real problems. These are real issues that we need to make sure that we solve. At the end of the day, if we don't solve these problems, we keep on running in circles. There were over 9 different athletes bearing Ghanaian names at the competition, and almost all of them were close to medals or won medals. it tells you that as a people, we are not far from winning these medals from these people. Bros Amwanima has a colleague, I think one of those ladies from one of the islands or so that won they were in the same school. Benjamin Azamati was in that same school.
Yeah.
Rosa Moniman is the same school. It's the same school that have come to pick Coach Elom, giving them the training that they are getting over there to help the African athletes that come there. When other African athletes go there, they're able to perform. When the Botswanese government realized that yesterday the young man, is it Leslie,
Tebogo,
had qualified, he was put on a $4,000 stipend till now.
So
and
I felt like he was that picture.
He was given a reason to push and then go ahead and then succeed. But we got people that they have to use their own money to go and do the qualifying rounds.
So if it's not the Black Stars, forget it.
Even the Black Stars, you see, I mean, we are on the same page. What we are saying is that because we have now observed that there's a problem. I mean, the competition time is here. Then you quickly call them. Okay, come. Come. Have you come? So.
I
understand.
10 years ago,
yes,
you were doing it.
Yes, but you see,
so we are not learning.
Exactly. But you see, the reason I was hopeful we're going to perhaps give a shot at the medal is that you look at the individual time, they have been good. So the individual time is great. That's an opportunity for you to improve them together as a team and stand a chance of getting a medal.
If you look at the various times, if you look at
for the best times that we are talking about, it was 2 out of the 4.
Yeah, if you look at the 5, if you look at the various times,
in Ghana, Africa, go to the world.
The various times, you see, this is the first time in a long time, and that's something that most people are missing. That we are going to the 4x100 relays that we didn't start from the prelims. We went straight to the semi-final.
But this young man is getting a lot of money.
We went straight. I'll end with this one. We went straight to the semi-final. We didn't go to the heat.
So it means they were good.
Yes. It means that our qualifying time was solid.
It was good. Yeah.
Our problem has always been the baton change. The baton change.
Did you hear the voice of Willie Graham?
Willie Graham.
He's a media.
He was reporting what he
saw. He's a media attached to the team. I don't expect him. I didn't expect to come and say that we had issues with our baton change.
We had issues, but his issue was that the coach, since they arrived,
that's what they were working
on it.
That was all.
Yeah, but if you listen to UCC, and again, these are some of my issues. You listen to Joe Poamwa. Joe Poamwa said, he's the captain of the team. He's not making excuses. But when they went into the stadium, the place was too loud.
So he couldn't change the baton.
No, so it affected them. You see, if you look at the time, I want to show you something. I want us to do just a short conversation on this. Watch this video. Avia, I'm coming. When I finish, then we go. You watch this video. I want you to forget it.
It means he didn't have enough competition.
Rose Amwaniwa's best time this year was 1.99 meters, right?
Yeah, that was good. Now 1.97.
97. And she couldn't even jump at 1.95.
Yeah, 1.92.
The winner of the high jump.
In holding brief for athletes, let's never say that they were awed by. They were out or they were
affected by noise.
Affected by
obviously sporting events will take
the fright at Olympics.
No, I'm telling you see
1.97. You go and do 1.88.
It is her classmate at the NCAA in the USA that won the competition. But the classmate, Rosa Monime's coach from the NCAA, asked the Ghana Association to foot the bill to join the girl and help her prepare. We declined it. We didn't give them that. We didn't give them that support.
We didn't have money.
We didn't have money, but we saw money in under somebody's bed in this country. But so these are some of the things.
Money?
We are not being.
Is that money for sports?
Is that money your
somebody's hard-earned money?
Is that money your money?
I'm continuing before serial callers will call once you open the phone line.
Is that money your money?
What Fifi
has anybody reported of any missing money?
What Fifi is saying on the long jump is really serious. You know, Rose's best time. I'm sorry, her best height, right? 1.97. She couldn't even jump 1.92. And guess what? I think the lady who won bronze crossed the height of 1.93 or so, which is below her best time. You see, what I'm saying is that you look at her best time.
Who says that you can always do your best time?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If you look at her best jump, that is supposed to be, I mean, the relief for you to work on her to get better. Because apart from that, what else were you gonna base our expectation on? Yeah. Her best height is 1.97. Then obviously, if you work on her, if she stays disciplined with the coach and all that, everything is put together for her. She should be able to do better. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So if she jumps 1.97, even at 1.92, she can't. Then there's a problem, Dela. There is.
But who says there's no problem? I'm surprised you are saying that there's a problem. Everybody knows there's a problem. How are we solving the problem? And I'm saying that this problem has been there. Every day we'll go and come, and then we'll sit in radio studios like this, do the discussion. We finish. Those who are in authority will go and read the stories online. That's why they don't take any action.
That's why the last time His Excellency former President John Dramani Mahama had the meets the press and the conversation about sports. I told you that for me, I had issues about the questions that were asked him. I had issues about the point of view. In fact, I had been sent a message by former NDC communicator Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, and I told him that, Chief, the conversation that we are having is supposed to be holistic. Not every day presidential candidate will come and stand here and say that, oh, media, I won't do this. Everybody just uses sports. They just use it. They don't have any plan. Both of them.
They build AstroTurf.
Yeah, they build one AstroTurf here. They don't have a proper plan. So every day we go and come back. I hear that the nights before that your friend Javier, the sports minister, was there. But he's your friend. He's your friend.
The night before what?
The night before the 400 degrees.
What was he going to do there?
He went to the press holder to go and give the boys their money.
He was there with
the money that they owed them.
Press holder, according to the
had been there.
Okay, so he went to join the press holder
to give the boys their money.
Yeah, the per diems that they owed them. They went to give them actually. Now the money has come. So tomorrow day. So there. So he was in the stars, he was in the VIP box, cheering on the boys that we are here. Ghana is victory. Yeah.
He went and slept in a hotel.
Of course. 5 star.
Anyway, so in fact, let's not be too disappointed. We're not going to get any medal. No,
and I told Steve.
He knows himself. He knows.
I told him that. I mean, why so optimistic? I mean,
so let's do the rest. But this Leslie Tibego guy has really made African proud. Yeah. I put it on the platform. Even the great Frankie Fredericks could not do it.
No.
When he was even at his peak, when we were all expecting the Namibian to get a gold medal at the Olympics for Africa, he was unable to.
The commentator even said it. I watched the commentator even said it.
Oh, can we get the figures back, please? So what?
The prizes.
Yeah, so for winning the gold medal.
No, but the first one was yesterday being declared as a public holiday.
Yeah,
that was historic. Yes, historic. Yeah.
So for getting the first gold medal in the history of Botswana at the Olympics, there was a public holiday declared by the president of the land. And in fact, let me put it on record that Ghana has never ever won a gold medal at the Olympics.
We have won silver.
One silver.
In boxing,
four bronze. Yes, Clement Cote.
Yeah,
the first one in 1960 at Rome.
Yeah.
Track and field.
No, boxing.
But the track and field, they've not gotten.
No. And as a country, we've never had a gold medal. So this guy is he's inheriting a 4-bedroom house in a place of his choice at Botswana. I'm sure he'll be in the capital. That'll be in Blantyre.
Yeah,
he'll be.
You've been there before?
No, no. Blantyre is, I think, Malawi, rather.
Okay.
Malawi. Blantyre in Lilongwe. I've been in Lilongwe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Botswana. Gaborone is the capital of Botswana. Now, a 4-bedroom house of his choice in Botswana. $20,000 for winning the gold medal.
Oh, that's not enough.
$3,600 for setting an African record. $2,000 for finishing top 8 in the 100 meters. $75,000 from Choppies.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Food.
I'm just a company there.
Okay. And then $200 worth of groceries for 12 months from Choppies. Okay. So, Charlie, not bad.
We are looking at somebody who lost his mother.
Yeah.
During the course of the competition. So, throughout the competition, I think the only time that I saw him smile was.
He showed no emotion at all.
No emotion. Straight face.
Now we can watch the race. Felix, the race now.
The only time I saw him smile was when he was going to pick his nation's flag. Now he smiled briefly for just a few seconds.
Yeah, but he said something in the post route. In the post race, it was telling though.
Yeah, we can
he said he was asked if he's not the face of track.
200 meters. He says
no. He's not arrogant and
like no
loud mouth like
he can never be like Usain Bolt.
I'm happy he said that.
No, in fact, he was asked whether he's now the face of 200 meters, and he said, "Oh no, he's not. He
doesn't want to put a lot of pressure on him. So that's what he'll do. But let's take a listen to Leslie Tebogo. Tebogo, yes, the man from Botswana who has made African proud, winning the gold medal in the 200 meters event.
I think for me, I can't be the face of athletics because I'm not an arrogant or loud person like Noah. So I believe Noah is the face of athletics. Personally, I wouldn't say I was because it's not a contact sport. I thought maybe just one of those days when he's not having a great day. So I didn't think of COVID or anything else.
Would have been wishing some banana academic mission. Okay.
The interesting thing about his achievement is that prior to this race, he had run the 100 meters final. He was sick, right? So even he was asked how he was able to do it. It was like, oh, I mean, 100 meters when you make a mistake, you can't really recover. But 200 meters, like 100 meters, you still have some exactly space. You bend and you're able to recover and get into it. So I mean,
but I think he even slowed down too early. Yes, getting to that. I would have made a better
exactly time. Because now we still want to be that Usain Bolt time. That one there.
The 1938 or 58.
Usain Bolt time.
Or the
you see that Usain Bolt 100-meter record. The 9.58. See, you know that it was in that same race that he slowed down.
And that was 9.58.
So imagine if he didn't slow down.
Like 9.10.
But I was watching the women 400 meters, and then I saw that the record of Jackie Joyner Kessie is still in place. I was like, wow, this was the record set somewhere in 1988 or so.
You said
Jackie Joyner and Florence Kessie, those girls.
The 9.58, it will be there like forever.
Florence Griffith Joyner. Yeah.
Long nails, long fingernails, and
that woman that lady set a record of 10.57 in the women's. It's never been equal.
That's frightening. I don't know if somebody will be, but definitely somebody will be. I don't know if to be in our time, but maybe.
Charlie, but it's been long.
Maybe when we come back from the dead.
Nobody's coming back.
Oh, you don't believe in
it?
You don't believe?
We can look at the other Olympic stories.
You don't believe reincarnation?
Charlie is appointed unto man to die once, and that's all.
Christopher, I say Bible say way and fast with the mama.
Yes, that's my belief.
Okay, my belief is also
the reincarnation.
Yeah,
so where did you come from?
Where did I come from? How?
Yeah, where did you reincarnate from?
You can't answer. Let's move on.
But you, where did you come from?
I don't believe in it.
No. Where did you come from?
All right.
So tell me where you come.
You're talking about reincarnation.
No.
You reincarnated from.
No. But you two who don't even believe in that, where did you come from? No, I'm also asking you. You don't believe in reincarnation. I'm asking you where you also came from. Where?
My belief is that if I die, I'm dead. It's the end of my life.
It's what baby asking. What baby asking? Now
The 100-meter race was.
You've not been able to tell me where you reincarnated from.
I'm asking you if you tell me where you are, where you come from. I also tell you where I've come from. Tell me where you have come from.
Hey, let's move on. So I have the figures here. You remember I was talking about Rosie Ebo's height. Yeah. Her best time was 1.97, but the lady who won bronze, her best height was 1.95. So if you trace or reconcile her best jump to the lady who won bronze from Ukraine.
It is difficult sometimes.
Yes.
Have you was trying to tell
Let's move on.
I'm coming.
But I just wanted
to watch 100-meter race.
Was
solid.
Let's hold on. You see, if you make a good time or a good jump, does not mean that any time you go for a game,
you get it.
You can't. It's not like that. So if you do it that way,
but the difference is too low. She could have even run more. She could have jump 1.92. She could have 1.92. It's too low. Now look at that. But no one lies didn't start early.
Oh, but the guy, he had tested COVID before this race. And that's why he pulled out.
I read all my excuses.
Okay. But Spain continued.
The thing that he came on that track with, he was jumping here and then, edging the crowd on, and he come and tell me he had COVID. Anyway, all right, Zano.
Spain continued the dominance of football. Yesterday, when international football, I'm talking about, when they edged past France by 5-3 to win gold for the men's soccer. So Spain won the game by 5-3, and at the moment,
so they've won the Euros.
Yeah, the Euros, the Women's World Cup, Women's Nations League, Nations League, under 19 men's Euros, under 19 men's Euros, and then the men's Olympics as well. The only trophy they don't have now is the World Cup.
Okay,
that one is with Argentina.
Okay.
Now Morocco trashed Egypt by 6 goals to 0 to win bronze. But today the women
Morocco
final.
trashed Egypt 6.
Yeah, 6 goals to 0 to win the bronze. Yeah, for the men's soccer division. And the women. For the women's soccer final, it will be played today at 3 p.m. between Brazil and USA. My favorite is Brazil. I want Martha to finish her football career on a high.
Is she eligible to play this game? Because she
yes.
I think she served the suspension.
She served the suspension.
And I'm going to play against Emma Harris's USA team.
Yes. My disappointment.
I'm going to that.
Basketball.
No, I'm going to that. I'm going to that.
No, but Serbia have a very strong
team.
Basketball team.
But at the point,
just 5
points. It was only in the fourth quarter that the US.
At the point, they even stretched them by 20 points.
It was in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
The fourth quarter that the US.
But you know, they met earlier in the competition. USA won by a wider margin. Yeah, but this time, but even in that one, when you sit back, you realize that Charlie, this was it Jokic or Charlie, one of the best.
I think it was the point difference was it 3 or
4? 95-91. Yeah, 95-91.
Only the
6.
Only the fourth quarter, the final quarter that the US team they were just very close to making it to the final.
Okay, so Dela, we have shamed the world because this boxer from Algeria, Eman Khalif, won Olympic women's boxing gold.
And you coaching on one.
Gold yesterday.
We have shamed the world.
Oh yeah, man. Some of you didn't want us to, continue, but we were eligible to participate.
And some of us still don't even recognize you as champions.
Oh, but we the fact is that in terms of Olympics history, we have won gold. The first boxing gold medal for Algeria.
That one is true.
Yeah, man. Eman Khalif, 66 kg for the women welterweight division.
Woman.
Yeah. No, she's a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a strong woman.
Right.
Yeah, strong woman. So she beat Liu Yang of China yesterday, 66 kg, the welterweight division, to win gold for women boxing in there.
But I hope from the start you knew that she would get it.
Oh yeah, she was the favorite. Yes. But that one
also
there.
Knew she
No, but if Kotoko plays Barcelona now today, we know Barcelona is the favorite. So that one there.
When men are fighting women, definitely the men.
But she's a woman. She's not a man.
Yeah, she's a woman.
She's a woman.
She's a woman.
And she's a woman.
Please.
But she's a very strong woman.
But you supported Casper Semenya. Casper Semenya, you supported her, yes.
When Semenya was fighting, you were not here with me.
But you supported her. I know you supported her. But you're not supporting this one. Because this one is beaten.
This lady,
They've been disqualified before.
So, but that one is the IBA, right? Yeah, but this one, the Olympics says.
What about the Taiwan one?
I think she'll fight today.
She will also win the gold.
So for the 4x100 meters we were talking about, Canada won gold with a time of 37.50 seconds. South Africa came second with 37.57 seconds. Great Britain picked bronze in 37.61 seconds. USA were disqualified. Jamaica couldn't qualify to the final.
In the 100x4.
Yeah.
USA disqualified.
Yeah.
Jamaica couldn't qualify.
Surprised. Well, you see, Jamaica in this particular Olympics, their sprint event has been very, very poor.
Yes.
I'm wondering what is going on because
I'm sure
in the last 10 years they've dominated for
sprint event.
The ladies didn't come. Most of the key ladies, Fraser Price, all those ladies didn't come.
Fraser Price, for instance,
Jerica Jackson, and those ladies didn't come. So.
Wow. Anyway.
So the USA actually finished 7th, but eventually they were disqualified, just like Ghana.
Okay.
Who's running down colleague?
The Richardson, right?
Shara Richardson.
Yeah.
No, but she looked and she almost lost it. She turned and almost lost it.
Anyway, can we finish?
Okay, Dela. So yes, to basketball, USA remain on course for an 8th consecutive Olympic gold medal in women's basketball by reaching Paris 2024 final, beating Australia 85-64. Wow, what a gap! In the semi-finals yesterday, they will face France in the final on Sunday. For the men, USA will face France in the men's final today. Remember that USA recovered to beat Serbia by 95-91.
Okay.
3 days ago. But you don't want us to look at the medal table.
Oh, fine.
Let me start from the bottom.
Yeah,
Ghana 0.
Oh, then that should be the last.
So I'm starting from the bottom.
You said you're starting from the bottom. But I thought you were starting from the bottom with countries that have won medals.
But the medal table, if you don't have a medal,
you should not appear on the table.
But Ghana's name is in there.
No, Ghana's name is there.
No, it's in there. Okay. So if you look at the medal table, all the countries with 0.
You say you have created your own table.
Yeah, so Mr. Jeffrey Eto'o. Mr. Jeffrey Eto'o, Dela, are you okay?
But Ghana is not the only African country that did not get the medal.
Okay.
So mention all the rest of the African countries who did not get the medal. And now you can go.
Oh, Ghana. So USA, they are on top now.
Let's first look at the African
countries. Kenya, world ranking 25th. But Africa, they are first. 2 gold, 1 silver, 3 bronze medals, 6 in total.
Okay.
Algeria 34th world ranking, 2 gold, 2 medals in total. South Africa 1 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze medals. Tunisia 1 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze. Uganda 1 gold, 1 silver. Botswana 1 gold. Ethiopia 2 silver medals. Cape Verde crown medal. Cape Verde 1 bronze medal. Egypt 1 bronze medal, and Zambia 1 bronze medal. I want to check.
There are the 4 by 100 men. USA already.
They were disqualified. They finished 7, but they were disqualified.
That's why South Africa.
But they finished 7th.
The last we could have won a medal.
When?
We could have won the 4 by 100 race. We could have won a medal. They look at the medal table for the 4 by 100 men. Even look at the time. Compare it to our qualification time. You see, we could have. When are the MPP doing a campaign manifesto launch?
We could have won it. We could have won a medal.
Yes, we could have won a medal if we are qualified.
But do you know the USA their time?
And they were 7th, they were disqualified.
And
even them, your man was out. Yeah, their main leg was out. No one else was out.
You did not even qualify.
But we had our men. We have the men.
Hey, but based on our best time, we can't match up there.
What was our best time?
Our best time is 38.0.
That was the question I was asking.
But the country that won bronze, Great Britain, 37.6 actually before shot.
No, the company that won bronze at 37 points. What? We fall short by just a microsecond or a fifth of a second.
Your brother
in sprint events,
we can do well.
This time the team go your way.
We could have done well. Let's see. They want to bring cars and things to go and sport the Titan track at the Barbara Sports Stadium. That's one of the things.
It's not this
but the Titan tracks at Barbara Sports does not even meet
the standard.
IAF standard.
Yeah. So if it's small, don't worry.
I'm on saying no crowd.
So based on what you just said, then it means that if I run 9.00,
it will not be
in Ghana.
That's my wasting my time.
Maybe you have to go to Botswana. That one will help you.
Or University of Ghana.
Sure. Barbara will not help you.
Or Elwak.
All right. So that's it for the Olympics anyway. But we need really to improve on our performance at the Olympics. It's not too.
That's what we say all the time.
Yeah.
That's what we say. We've said it. We've been saying it for how many years now?
So long.
Yeah, we've beaten you to Pedro Neto. Or now you don't see it.
Oh, but you relax. We are not there yet.
To Pedro Neto.
Who is Pedro Neto?
See.
We are calling you Pedro Neto. You don't mind him.
But how serious was Arsenal with Pedro Neto?
Arsenal were very serious.
They were.
Arsenal were very, very serious.
You see, it was mentioned that probably Arsenal will be going in.
Arsenal was very serious. You needed a versatile winger that can play both on the left and the right. It's kind of money. That's why they are still holding on to Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard. If you have money, Pedro Neto is the most direct, powerful, correct, creative, solid winger in the league.
I was listening to Pep Guardiola before we came on.
This is a matter of a landlord and tenant situation. The government appreciates the efforts of club owners. The sporting fraternity. It's one key area that the government really, has a lot of attention on. But we are saying that we do not want a total breakdown. So we should be respected somehow as a landlord, and we want our property to last beyond generations. And so we are pleading with all our stakeholders, including those who would even want to use the facility as their home grounds, so that we can all come together, as a round table to get the test out of the facility.
All right, let me go on the lines. You just heard the voice of the Regional Director of the National Sports Authority, Kwame Ba, in an interview we had with him last week. Let me go on the lines and speak to a member of the communications team of Kumasi Asante Kotoko Nidako. Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Dela.
Oh, fine, Tete.
Oh,
Yojogba. Oh, Femi Bubla. Oh, Charlie, things know they go well. In a long time ago, bro. Okay, Nick, this morning is just a quick one. I saw you on FM, and you were not too happy about that interview with the regional sports director here, and you are saying that he's not respecting your club. But just a simple question. Is the Barbarian Sports Stadium for Kotoko? Are you asking if it is for Kotoko?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Do you know the genesis of the Baba Yara Sports Stadium?
No. The facility itself there, the facility. Okay, tell me the genesis.
You know, the stadium was not built by the government.
Okay.
Very much aware.
Let's go ahead.
It was built somewhere in 1956 by a group of people from Unilever Ghana Limited. They built it for cocoa farmers in the region, the Ashanti region, for harvesting that number of high number of cocoa in the region that particular year. So the stadium does not belong to NS.
The cocoa but I'm coming. Does it belong to Kotoko?
No, it belongs to the Ashanti Kingdom.
No. Cocoa form we or what?
Hello, Della?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm on the line. I'm listening to you.
Ashanti Kingdom. That's what I was saying.
Okay. So,
we see this new regional director showing that gross disrespect to Ashanti Kotoko and Ashanti Mines, and we will not sit down for him to do that. For the past 4 days, ever since this issue cropped up, have you ever heard or seen any management of Ashanti Kotoko moving from one radio station to another, granting interview, talking about this particular issue?
But this man has spoken to just one media network, which was Love FM. He's not going around speaking to everybody.
Not true. It is not true. He has granted interview on Oirepa. He has granted interview on so many radio stations, not only Love FM.
Okay. But the fact is that, respectfully, Kotoko are not the owners of this because you don't manage the facility, do you?
Yes, we don't.
Yes. So, if I say you guys, I mean the circles, don't you think if you are able to mobilize your supporters to that stadium, every week 5,000 will not be nothing, that you should be fighting over?
We are not fighting over the 5,000, but approach, we are saying it's wrong.
By writing to the club?
By writing to the club, you went ahead to meet House of Folk, had an agreement with them, and you want that agreement to bind all the clubs. And that is unfortunate. Then again, after having an agreement with House of Folk, you went ahead to lie about the management of Ashanti Kotoko for leaking information to the public, which is also not true. Because the Ashanti Kotoko management is led by a whole chief, and not been crashed. So if you say that we have been leaking information to the media, whom are you referring to?
Okay. So, Nirako, you know that this arrangement was done in Accra over a month ago. What the man was referring to is the fact that when that arrangement was done with House of Folk and the other teams in Accra, no media outlet got wind of the information. Their thinking is that, or his thinking is that, this information was leaked to the media, for which he was not happy about because it was a matter between the NSA and Asante Kotoko being the club that will be using the facility in the coming season.
Why must he think that way? That it was Kotoko. Meanwhile, this is public knowledge. This is something you have given to so many clubs. So why accusing Asante Kotoko?
Okay.
I ask again, have you ever heard any of our management members speaking on radio? Have you ever?
No. Apart from you, the communications team.
Very good. And this issue came out, and instead of you to call for a roundtable meeting, you are rather moving from one radio station to another, accusing Asante Kotoko falsely.
Because look, the interview that we had with him, he said it that he said Richie Kotoko to come for a roundtable meeting, and even that one we did the story on my job online. But it looks as if you don't want to look there. You rather want to look at where the wedding is, that they should give Kotoko respect because they are landlords of the facility. I don't think we should be going back and forth on this. Why don't you engage your management, meet them, because they said their doors are open. Sit down, let's judge you, because whether we like it or not, the two entities will have to win in the event. You get me?
First and foremost, we are asking to go and retract that statement for accusing Kotoko of leaking information to the general public or the media. That should be the first thing we should do. We are talking about respect. He has respected Asante Kotoko.
Okay, so Nirako,
retract it and then invite the management of the club and they will come.
Okay, So until he retracts, there will be no meeting between management and the NSA.
We will not have a friendly conversation with that man. I'm telling you.
Hey.
I am telling you.
Wow.
Yeah, because he has lied. So how do you want me, the one who cannot keep secret?